Here are a few reasons why I feel Georgia won the bye week. All right. First reason is, and we'll start with the biggest reason. All right. We don't have Brock Bowers. Yes, correct. But this could not have come at a better time. All right. Vanderbilt game, he goes down. Okay. Tightrope surgery. What? Okay. You realize we didn't have a game this weekend, so this gave us a full week away from a game to be able to run an offense without Brock Bowers. And I know people are like, yeah, but they do that all the time. The twos they get reps with the ones, and no, that's not my point. This time, Oscar Delp knows that he's going to have to be tight end number one, and then you have what's his name, Lawson Lucky, who's going to have to be tight end number two. I know Pierce Serlin's going to have to step up. He's going to have to be, that guy as well, and that's good. That's great. But I'm just saying, this offense gets to run. This machine gets to move without Brock Bowers and get used to it. And now we get a second week of this. That's the greatest part about this. We get a second week to be able to prepare who we are without Brock, to be able to prepare for all these people who are going to have to step up. This isn't he went down in the middle of a game and we're down by 7 and we need somebody to step up in this clutch moment. No, you get the benefit of having time, a grace period, to be able to get better, which is awesome for me. Second, we play Florida next weekend. That's just more time. It is. So, but away from that, good. That's one. Two, we got a lot of guys that are injured that are slowly getting back healthy. Kendall Milton's one. Yeah, we saw Kendall Milton play a great game. That dude has looked great. They said he banged up his MCL just a little bit. It'd be really nice to get him back 100% healthy because the combo of him and Dejon Edwards looks good. The combination of Carson Beck throwing downfield plus our running game looks great. When DBs have to back up, when defenses have to spread out, now, I mean, you saw it. Our running backs were getting 8 yards a pop. Like, it looked really, really good. Offensive line, I know Amarius Mims, they said he's working his way back. Be real nice to have him back at least by the Florida game or the following week, even if he just gets a few reps. That looks good. Xavier Truss is doing good, but I want to say Xavier Truss got banged up last game too. So be real nice to have both of those guys back. Cedric Van Pran's, good for him to get some rest. We saw him go down. He came back in the game, but it's nice for him to get some rest. Just got a lot of little things that are going on right now that to me are really exciting as a Georgia fan. And I think biggest one for me is we've looked better every game. We look like we're coming together. We look like our defense is playing lights out. I know we gave up the touchdown to Vandy on the first drive, but then literally played great the rest of the game. I'm like I said, I'm just a lot to be thankful for. It seems like Kirby is taking this first part of the season, this first half, to kind of not cruise. I don't mean that the opponents weren't great. I'm saying to get his team together, to get to know his team, for his team to create their identity. And now it's kind of like, hey, now it's time to start picking up steam this second half. So I'm here for it. Next, I was going to talk about as far as the bye week too. We got to see a lot of other teams play. We got to see USC struggle. We got to see Ohio State and Penn State game, which was abysmal. We got to see Florida State against Duke. Florida State has been inconsistent, but at times has shown they're going to be a really good team. We saw Washington struggle, and this thing is just twice now this season. It's kind of starting to show its colors, but it's just a lot going on. And I'm just, the more I look around, the more I start to respect Missouri more, the more I start to respect LSU, because I mean, I don't know if you guys saw the Clemson-Miami game. Miami without a quarterback, Clemson averaging 7 turnovers a game. That was a crazy game to watch too. It was not very fun to watch. But just happy that we've been able to stay afloat. A lot of teams seem to be struggling or, barely underwater. And as this all goes, it seems like Georgia's not letting whatever it is going around, they're not letting it affect them. And that's really good. I know people are like, oh yeah, but you're not blowing people out 50-0. You're not 65-7 like you did TCU. Yeah, but neither is nobody else. Yeah, no. So there's not anybody else that I'm looking at like, hey, they're the clear favorite. Michigan looks good, but you know what? This might piss a lot of people off, but let's read this real quick. You ready, guys? Let's tell you how good Michigan is. And I know they can only play the people that are in front of them. I get it, but let's expose Michigan real quick, and then we'll probably make another video on just this. All right, you ready? Michigan has beaten ECU, who was ranked 116th, UNLV, who's ranked 66th, Bowling Green, who's ranked 107th. They did beat Georgia Tech, though. Rutgers, who's ranked 43rd in the nation. Nebraska, who's ranked 67th. Minnesota, who's ranked 81st. Indiana, who's ranked 105th. And they just beat Michigan State, who's ranked 86th in the nation. Their best win is one top 50 win against Rutgers at number 43. Michigan ain't all that good either. So just throwing it out there, dude. Georgia's a lot better than people think, and everybody else is not as good as you think. Alabama looked pretty good. I mean, I'll give them that. I said it. If they had an average quarterback, they'd be an amazing team. But now their quarterback's starting to play. He's starting to play a little bit. Starting to play average. So that's it, though. I just wanted to, say that. Kind of come on and, build up my dogs real quick and say that, we dominated this bye week and couldn't have come at a better time. And just now it's that kind of getting closer and closer to that Go Dogs in Jacksonville feeling where we're going to destroy Florida. Like, destroy Florida. Go Dogs.